Last episode I forgot to mention our annual youth intake. We didn't have a good one, but this 15-year-old Yaya Nguesan was the best of the bunch. He looks pretty great value on him, lots of potential there. I hope he's gonna have a good time in our under-19s so I can promote him next season, because I'm running out of youngsters good enough to get promoted. Well, it's been an interesting summer as we spent 112 million on 4 players and we also received 96 million from selling players. The biggest one was Giuliano to Barcelona for 40 million. Now, this was a player that I definitely wanted to keep, but when Barcelona came knocking, I had to let him go. He was becoming upset at the club. Yes, Mario Ricca, the wonder kid that we didn't use a single time, went to Parma for 26 million. He's a wonder kid with great attributes. He looks pretty great indeed, but I don't think we were ever gonna use him, especially because he was a foreign player. I'm sorry to say that Edouard Michaud eventually left the club to join Benfica for almost 10 million. Denis Gica for 6 million to Spezia. Racero left the club, our goalkeeper, for 5 million. Becerra to Porto, 4.2 million, not that much. I'm sorry to say, but it didn't really work out between us and he was a foreign player. Oscar to Reims for 4 million, and we also loaned out a bunch of players here, including Javier. So we signed 4 players. I'm gonna start with Jean-Jacques Herold from Saint Etienne for 35 million, that can go up to 44. 19-year-old deep lying playmaker with decent attributes, great personality, great determination, good decision making, lots of potential here. Yes, we signed him from Saint Etienne, where he was used as a regular starter for the last 2 seasons. We also signed a player from our rivals OM for 29 million, Christopher Walker Dimin. He's a left wing back with decent potential, not that great mentally, but his physical attributes look fine and he has a decent personality as well. Alexandre Lebris from Rennes for 30 million, that can go up to 42.5. I had to sign him once we sold Javier. He's a decent central defender, jumping reach 14, heading 15, great mentals. He's strong, he has good tackling, good technique, good marking, good positioning. His work rate is decent as well, and 18 determination with a driven personality. Yes, he's going to be the third choice. And the cheapest one, and the best of them, for only 18 million from Palmeiras, Gustavo. The 22-year-old Brazilian attacking midfielder looks world-class already. Just look at his attributes. Finishing 18, first touch 17, passing, technique, work rate, flair, decision making off the ball, great physically. Now I think I'm gonna use this guy as an inside forward on the right most of the times, even though my assistant manager used him in central midfield a couple of times when Vlaevski was injured. We had a fantastic start of the season by winning every single game, 4-2 against Metz, 5-1 away at Bordeaux, 5-0 away at Angers, 3-1 home victory to Le Havre, and a 4-2 victory away at Toulouse. We didn't met PSG or OM, but this is a pretty impressive start. 3 points ahead of PSG already, but of course it's only the beginning of the season. We had a tough draw in the league phase of the Champions League. We're gonna meet Dortmund, Barcelona, Inter, Napoli and Bayern München. But the way we played last season, especially in our home games, I think we're gonna get to the knockout playoff round. I think we're gonna win against Dortmund, Napoli, Servette, Club Brugge and maybe Ajax too. Who knows? Maybe we can win against Bayern. Now, if we take a look at our best 11, my assistant manager is suggesting that I should play Brunner on the right, Gustavo as a shadow striker and Comte up front. But I think I'm gonna use Gustavo here. Yes, I'm planning on using inside forwards, no wingers this time, and I also want my wingbacks to get further forward and cross from the byline. Hopefully they're gonna get more assists this season. Yes, on paper, this first 11 looks absolutely insane. And even though we have a small squad, I believe it's a stronger squad than what we had last season. Christian Furious drops from our best 11 on the bench. He still looks absolutely insane, even though my coaches think he's just a fringe player. This happened once Gustavo signed for us, because Gustavo is absolutely world class. Now financially we don't have any budget left because we spent it all. I increased the wage budget, of course. We still have over 100 million in the bank. And I have some other news as we just moved to our new stadium. Yes, we went from a 20,000 capacity stadium to a 42,000 one. 12 more thousand people can come in and watch the game. And we did play with a full stadium. Nothing special about the name, SOCHAUX Stadium. Now let's jump ahead to the end of the season. We had a spectacular season when we scored lots of goals. Just look at some of these results. 8-2 against Servette, 7-3 against Saint Etienne. We had a 6-5 win away at Monaco in the quarterfinals of the Cup. 6-5, I don't remember the last time I saw this result in Football Manager. 6-1 away at Ajax and 6-0 against Reims. 5-4 victory away at Lyon and so on. Yes, it was a pretty impressive season. Like I said, in the quarterfinals of the Cup, we won away at Monaco 6-5, but unfortunately we got knocked out in the semifinals by PSG. If this match would have been played at our own ground, I think we would have played the final, because right after this game, we've won against PSG 2-0. Rennes actually won the Cup 2-0 in the final against PSG. A fantastic season indeed, as we are champions, 7 points clear of second place PSG. We only lost 3 games all season, all of them away from home, none of them against PSG, away at Rennes, Marseille and Lille, 3 draws, home to Marseille, away at PSG and away at Reims, and 28 wins. Besse came second in top goal scorer and in average rating. Lemoine was third. Gustavo got the most assists with 16, Lemoine with 12, and Michael Besse had a fantastic season. Out of all those fantastic players we had, Michael Besse stepped up this season. He was absolutely great. In the league phase of the Champions League, we finished 9th. We only lost 1 match away at Barcelona. We drew 3 against Bruges, Napoli and Inter, and we won 4, including 6-1 victory away at Ajax, 2-1 against Dortmund, 2-1 against Bayern Munich, and an 8-2 against Servette Geneva. In the knockout playoff round, we met Liverpool, and after losing the first leg away at Anfield 2-1, we qualified to the round of 16 with a goal from Besse in the 96th minute that made it 3-1 in the second leg. So we went to the round of 16 where we absolutely demolished Napoli 8-2 on aggregate. That was a 5-1 victory away from home. So in the quarterfinals, we went to play Bayern Munich, and maybe you think that was it. But we went to Munich and won 4-0 in the first leg. We drew the second leg and we went through to the semifinals 5-1 on aggregate. Where we met, out of all the clubs in Europe, Marseille 7-1 on aggregate. 3-0 away from home in the second leg, 4-1 in the first leg. And so we went to play a historic Champions League final against Real Madrid. And so in the 21st minute, Loic played it to Lemoine, who scores a fantastic goal with his outside of his boot to make it 1-0, and that was the only goal scored as SOCHAUX lift the Champions League. So let's go through some stats. The most appearances, our goalkeeper played 49 times and Maeki 7. That means we had 56 matches to go through this season. Dan Moldovan 7 appearances, 8 as a sub, 6 goals, 2 assists, not bad. Grandjean 7 starting appearances, he also had 3 assists. Luis Torres is unhappy, he wants more game time, 8 starting appearances, 1 goal, 1 assist. Let's actually sort by average rating, and as you can see, Lemoine had a fantastic season, 23 assists in 44 starting appearances, 2 goals, 1 of them in the final. Michael Besse, another great player that had a fantastic season, 27 goals, 14 assists, that's 41 goal contributions in 41 starting appearances. Gustavo, 17 goals, 22 assists, that's 39 goal contributions in 42 starting appearances. Remy Comte, 21 goals and 9 assists. Last season he was fantastic, but 21 goals and 9 assists is not bad. Johnny Ndlovu improved a lot this season, 14 goals, 11 assists. Brunner, 22 goals in 22 starting appearances, 28 as a sub, and 11 assists. What a great player this guy is. He really is. Loic, a fantastic season for him as well, 6 goals, 6 assists. Yeah, a lot of green in average rating, as you can see. Vlaevski, 5 goals, 9 assists, 12 goals for Pulisic. Furious had 24 goals and 6 assists. Unfortunately, he is injured. He's gonna miss the whole summer, but I don't care because We've won both the Champions League and the league, so I think I'm gonna end it here. There's no point in going through another season. I want to finish on a high, and I don't think it's gonna get better than this. The backup left back played 24 times because Luis was injured. 5 goals, 11 assists for him. That's great, better than Luis actually, who only had 8 assists. If we sort by ability, Corentin, Lemoyne, Besse, Blaevski are the best of the bunch, with Remy Comte, Ndlovu, Loic, Gustavo, Furious. These are fantastic players. Even Herold got 15 starting appearances, 30 as a sub when Loic was injured. He improved a lot as well. The guy we signed from Saint Etienne, yes, 26 appearances for him. Great average rating. His balance is now up to 18, like 17 wasn't enough. Now, I had a great time here managing SOCHAUX for 9 seasons. It was absolutely insane going from the 3rd division all the way to winning the Champions League and the Ligue 1. And I've done it with lots of young players. I mean, the save kind of went from a rebuild to a youth to gold type of save. And let's not forget that I promoted from our youth system 1 player per season. And if we take a look at our squad now, we have Remy Comte, Loic, where is he? Ricardo Monteiro, Luis, Eric Diallo, Dan Moldovan, and Grandjean. All of them came through our youth system. Not all of them are great players, of course, but they're here to be backups. Actually, Ricardo Monteiro really improved this season, but Loic, Remy Comte, and Lois as well were fantastic. I hope you guys enjoyed it just as much as I did. So this is the last save on FM24. I'm gonna wait for FM26, and you guys should definitely stick around the channel because I have plenty of ideas, plenty of saves to do on FM26. Women's football, journeymans, youth to gold, rebuilds, and all that stuff. Right. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button. I'll see you guys on FM26.